back with more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is episode 8 of season 7. Very excited to jump back into the show, so what's going to happen next. Last episode, oh boy, one of my absolute favourites, certainly of this season, potentially of the show. It was just so much fun. I liked the focus on Deke being Deke, and we love him, but also, you know, there's a serious side to it with Mac's grief and stuff, but we had robots, we had this whole new S.H.I.E.L.D. team. It was everything. And seemingly they're properly back with the rest of the group now. And yeah, what on earth's going to happen next, I have no idea. This season's been crazy, but so good, and very excited to kind of see what's going to happen next. So let's get into the next one.
May have sustained heavier damage than we previously.
Enoch. Oh dear.
This isn't Fitz. No. We're jumping to the same latitude and longitude. Fitz always places in specific locations.
Well, Fitz can come and fix it. Oh man, those titles are so good. I want them tattooed everywhere.
Space-time singularity in 2 days.
Singularity?
Or relatively speaking.
We need to find a way to slow down those pulses.
Or move fast enough to go between them.
That drive's not the only thing that's broken.
Jiaying is at Afterlife. If anyone knows how to cure inhuman powers, it's her.
Can we get there in time?
Oh shit.
You could make it.
Oh.
I was all here. At least I'd already been born.
That's true. Oh man, yeah. If we wipe Daisy from existence, there's just no point in living.
I picked up on you and Mac's reunion from outside the room.
Me, that's horrible.
Oh.
It wasn't all bad.
And invasive.
Damn.
Can't hurt to stay on our good side.
Yeah. We should land cloaked and
Yeah.
approach on foot.
I wonder what she was like really like before it all happened to her. God, season 2. Simpler time. Still just as emotionally devastating though.
We're here to see Jiaying. I need to
Secure them.
You shouldn't have come here.
Young Gordon. Hello.
Humans die if they touch it. Inhuman. It's a prosthetic.
Oh yeah.
It's settled then. We'll do what we can for you.
Don't you look like an idiot? Hmm? Oh. Oh. No. Ooh.
He killed a close friend of mine.
Oh yeah.
The blood and tissue samples we took should help identify it.
Agent Keller was a thing, wasn't he? Rest in peace. Uh-oh.
I was curious to see if your friend made any progress. Seems not.
It's been 5 minutes. It's calmed down.
Electricity's dangerous. Do I look like a Neanderthal to you? I spent time with a tribe of Neanderthals. Agent Sousa does not resemble one who likes the brow ridges.
I'm sorry, Elena, but your problem isn't physical. It's in your mind.
I was thinking that might be
So that's it? That's
the
your
case.
Feelings aren't exactly your thing.
They're really not.
If there's a chance it could work, don't you want to take it?
This is literally my worst nightmare.
Finally, we agree on something.
Oh, I want... Are we going to get flashbacks?
This will help strengthen the bond between your subconscious and your conscious mind.
I bet that doesn't taste very good.
Is that whiskey? And if so, I want a lot of it.
Mood.
If physical contact will help, I have an idea.
Please tell me we're not going to spill it.
That's what I thought her idea was. Whoa. Ugh. Such a cool way of Using what happened to May and what happened to Elena and kind of like allowing them to heal at least one of them.
That was a tough call.
Holy shit, we're talking about events in season 5 and the trauma it caused. Like, what's going on?
I think we're finally getting somewhere.
I think so too. Oh.
I'm happy to see you healing. At least it feels like happiness.
Oh.
Wonder how many ones and zeros it takes to achieve that fuzzy feeling.
Oh, Carlson.
Sousa pulled me out of the wreckage, got us home. I'm glad he's here.
It makes me happy too.
You ever jumped out of an airplane before?
Twice. I had a parachute the second time.
Oh my god.
In the event we do get stuck here, I thought you should
My
know
emotions.
I wasn't afraid of you back in 73.
this. No. We pulled you out of time. You just wanted to go home.
Still not an excuse. Guess we're all in the same boat now.
Yay!
Por favor, mi hermano no está aquí. No tenemos lo que le debe.
Oh, it's the necklace.
Elena, no.
Voy por lo que es mío.
Oh shit. Oh no.
I should never have taken it.
Oh.
I should stay still. You were a child. Okay,
Cool.
you're impulsive?
Mm. Oh damn.
If there were a way to take away someone's gift, we had to know. So you could take away Chorus.
Oh
It's
damn.
better than the alternative.
Oh god. Oh, for goodness sake.
Cora, you don't have to die today.
Well, can you die today? Dressed all in black like you think you're badass.
I'm deadly. I can't control my
Well,
gift.
who says you have to? Let it out.
Oh, hello. Oh, nice.
Fitz. I don't know if you'll ever get this. It won't be easy. But I know we'll find some way to be together again. Time, space. It's never stopped us before. And I won't stop trying. I love you.
Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, you can't have a scene like that and expect me to live my life like everything's fine.
They're taking people prisoner. What do we do?
Well, you're gonna get stabbed with a metal pole, so...
Sweetheart, remember when I would read you stories till you fell asleep? What would I always say at the beginning?
I'm not a child anymore. Nathaniel's right.
I don't think Nathaniel is.
Fine. Wait, no, stop!
Whoa!
My daughter is still out there. She made her choice. But that man with her, Nathaniel...
Did we know she had another kid? Have I forgotten something?
We are mere moments away from catastrophic failure.
Great.
Well, that's very comforting.
One shot.
Nice.
I'm never gonna get my powers back. You'll bounce back. Always have. Maybe I'm not supposed to.
Oh.
What is it? I don't have to bounce back.
Whoa! She doesn't have to bounce back because she's already there, I guess. Oh, well done.
Or stop jumping.
You hug and kiss that woman. You have a sister. What the fuck? Get everyone getting all patched up.
Think of it like a nap.
Sure it is.
Oh,
At least let me.
he's getting more and more, like, aware of what he is, I think.
Hey, you play the drums by any chance? I can keep tempo.
Oh my god, yes.
Wait, what's happening? It didn't work.
Oh, goodness. But she took the thing out. Oh,
Return in a moment.
oh no.
Give the world a little something new.
What's that?
Anarchy?
Okay, well. That was a hell of an episode. Really, really loved it. Where do we even begin? There was a lot of juggling going on there. I like the real focus on Yo-Yo and the fact that, you know, her powers weren't really working, and her working with May I thought was really interesting. The idea of them going to the afterlife, meeting Jiaying, crazy, crazy stuff. I like how, once again, time travel allows them to tie into something like old characters and themes and plot lines from earlier seasons. It's just a really cool way of revisiting the show's history in its final season. I really do enjoy how that all kind of comes about. And the dynamic between May and Yo-Yo is great. I love them being not at all here for like the meditation and slow breathing and all that kind of thing, which was basically me at uni. So that was really cool, and the focus on like emotions in this episode and whether or not they can hold you back, like with Yo-Yo, with Korra, she was kind of like trying to hold it back. She was just, basically she was going to be Elsa from Frozen, but let it go, but she like burns everything instead of freezes everything, which isn't ideal. Coulson was talking about it as well. He's like, oh, it makes me happy too. I wonder what like sequence of ones and zeros that means. So it's kind of different interpretations of what emotions are to you and how you can control them or not. Should you really control them or not? I thought it was a really interesting thing the episode was exploring. And yeah, just seeing Yo-Yo go on this journey and realise that she's kind of always been capable of having her powers again. It was just, you know, psychological kind of thing. She doesn't need to bounce back. I really like her going on that journey, and it also allowed us to see like some flashbacks of her like losing her uncle, I think it was, which was really brutal for, you know, some children to witness that. And everyone has a tragic backstory, I know, that's just how it is, but it was cool to get a bit of history with Yo-Yo in that way. I feel like we haven't really delved into her past that much recently, so that was really, really nice as well, especially because it's the last season, and to see her really take the spotlight in this episode was really, really cool. And how May and her powers right now kind of helped Yo-Yo on that journey. I like that it's not just, oh, this is an interesting thing we could do with May, give her these like empath powers. They've actually actively used that in like some solutions to problems, and actually plays an important role in a lot of developments and plot lines. So it's very well thought out in that sense, and I really did enjoy the pairing of those two in this episode. I thought it was very, very well done. Unfortunately, it hasn't seemed to like fix the problem, because there's still the jumps going all weird and stuff, so exactly what on earth's going to go wrong next, I have no idea, but as always, I look forward to finding out exactly how it will emotionally destroy me. And I like how the episode started off filling in like the gaps with the last episode on like the other side, so we knew what Mac and Deke were doing, but they had a few scenes kind of bridging the gap there. I thought that was very cool, and it really did get a nice sense of it really wasn't much time for them, whereas we had like a whole episode of Mac and Deke. I like how that kind of makes sense, because they were in their time period for much longer than like Gemma, etc. were on the Zephyr. And that was a similar dilemma now with May and Yo-Yo in Afterlife compared to people on Zephyr. It wasn't as much time. Really, really clever how they kind of use screen time and kind of pacing of the episodes to really show who's stuck where for longer and who isn't. I thought that was very well done. And yeah, Mac had some nice moments. I liked him kind of supporting Elena at the end, being like, oh, well done, you don't need to bounce back, blah, blah, blah. That was very wholesome. Deke had a few funny lines, particularly with him and Enoch. I love Enoch's just deadpan delivery, it's always great. They need to start a band, I'm here for it. And Deke in that scene with Gemma recording the message for Fitz, he just like let it happen, he was just like taking that time. I was like, oh, wholesome. And yeah, that scene, oh boy, that was emotional. I did sob. Like, I'm just sobbing at Gemma recording a message to Fitz. Imagine how I'm going to be when we actually see him show up. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be floods. But it is what it is. But man, that scene, definitely one of my favourites of the episode. Very emotional. And Gemma was kind of saying, you know, all these problems going on, but we always find our way back to each other. They're unstoppable together, god damn it, and everything tries to keep them apart, but she knows that they'll find a way to find each other again. It's just, oh my god. I love Fitzsimmons so much. After so much withdrawal from them, like, having stuff to do this season, it was really nice to get a scene like that, and oh boy, was it emotional, and oh god, Fitzsimmons are just the best, aren't they? Oh my god, I love them. I can't wait for Fitz to come back. But that was a really, really lovely scene, very emotionally done. It reminded me a lot of Gemma's recordings of messages to Fitz when she was on Maveth in season 3, when like Fitz was like finding all those videos on her phone. It reminded me a lot of that. Into Shield always does parallels like that very, very well. And yeah, Daisy's recovering, which is good. I liked Sousa a lot in this episode, him kind of making amends with Gemma a bit when she gave him like a prosthetic, and he's kind of apologising for snapping at her. I don't know if he actually said I'm sorry, but it was the sentiment. So that was good that they seemed to be on a lot better terms after him kind of snapping at her, which did annoy me before. So that was cool that they made amends, and he's still like watching over Daisy's recovery, which is kind of wholesome. I'll be honest, I'm still not feeling the idea of Daisy and Sousa being potentially a thing. I know it's like an insanely popular new ship this season. I'm not like dead against it. If it happens, it happens. But I don't know. I don't know what's holding me back on that. It's very strange, but what can you do? Either way, I did really enjoy Sousa. I liked, there's a lot of hints of Coulson kind of being super and hyper aware of what he is after spending so long in like a computer and like a TV screen in the last episode. So he's becoming very aware, like, you know, I'm just coding, blah blah blah, I'm really feeling these emotions. Oh yeah, sure, it's just an app, but you know, he's just powering down. I feel like they're building towards something there. Early in the season, he was talking to Mac and saying, you know, when all this is done, I want to be powered down or destroyed or something. And I feel like that could be where they're heading with Coulson's like final ending for the show. Just the LMD's like, I want to be destroyed, which is going to be very sad if that's the case. But they do seem to be heading in that direction. But it was cool. We've got a bit of stuff with Coulson in this episode in terms of that, and it makes a lot of sense that after being at a TV screen for so long, like being thirsty for a year and a bit, like that must have been crazy. So it's really cool them exploring that with him, and I liked the scene with him and Daisy kind of opening up to each other about their recoveries and stuff. That was very nice as well. And then seeing the afterlife was really cool. A young Gordon, that's kind of crazy. Seeing Jiaying before all went mad, but now we have Nathaniel and Cora seem to have like taken over Afterlife. So is that a big thing in the timeline changing again? You know, does that still affect Daisy's birth and stuff? And the fact that Jiaying has another daughter. Have I completely forgotten about Cora? So I didn't realise that Daisy had a sister, but I guess she does. I don't know if Cal's the dad of Cora as well. I think it might be a different father maybe, because Cal wasn't about, but I don't even know. But that's insane. So it was 83 they're in, wasn't it? So I think Daisy gets born 5 years after the events of this episode, I think. So there's time for her to meet Cal and stuff, I guess. But my goodness, I'm sure that's going to come back in a big way now. Nathaniel and Cora seem to be kind of a villainous pairing. Nathaniel's just like, he thinks he's like so bad and evil and stuff, dressing in black and all that, like he's all in the Matrix and shit, but he's not that cool. Let's be honest, he's not Keanu Reeves. So yeah, he definitely kind of buys into his own story, I think. He believes he's like God's gift, I suppose, with his powers and shit. So we'll see what happens with him, but honestly, he's just kind of like there and a bit of a nuisance, and I just want to go away. He's like a fly, I just want to swat away. But him pairing up with Cora could be an interesting dynamic, I guess, and exactly what their plans are for Afterlife. I'm sure that's going to have an impact later on down the line. So they're definitely building to something with him in his like little appearances every episode. So exactly what that's going to mean and what is going to be happening with that, I don't know. But he's still working with Sybil as well, so the Chronicons are still being tied into that somehow. But yeah, it's a kind of a wait and see situation with that, because I don't really know what they're building towards. But it was cool to see that pairing, and this idea of Cora being about, and the potential like sibling for Daisy could provide some good stuff for her later on maybe. We'll see where they go with it, but I'm not quite sure right now. But seeing Jia Ying again was really cool, and seeing her before Hydra kind of got to her was really nice, different kind of side to her, but she still had like this trouble with her daughter, so it still kind of harkens back to season 2, which was really nice. That Lee guy was just a jerk, and he was just there to be a bit of a this guy kind of character, I suppose. I liked Elena's scene where she just like grabbed the thing and like put it to her skin. It's like, yeah, I'm an Inhuman. I enjoyed him being like showed up in that sense. And yeah, just having that Afterlife location. It's always been like a really cool kind of setting, I think, Afterlife. So to see that again was really, really fun, and I enjoyed that a lot. And yeah, just a very crazy episode. Exactly where they're going with the time drive thing, I don't know. The Nathaniel Cora thing, I don't know. Really lovely character moments in this one though, with like Gemma and her message, Daisy and Coulson's little chat, Sousa kind of making amends with Gemma, flashbacks with Elena, her dynamic with May, the scene with her and Mackley in the end. Some really, really lovely kind of character stuff there. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see what else they have in store now. We have 5 episodes left of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Isn't that the saddest thing in the world? But oh my goodness, yeah, this was a really, really fun, interesting episode with some very emotional moments lit in. Just wonderfully done. I really enjoyed this one. It flew by. Did not feel like 40 minutes at all. I suppose that is kind of the point of the episode with the whole time drive thing. So that's good that they do like fly by. And yeah, looking forward to seeing where they're going to take all these little character things, these revelations, like the whole Cora thing is very intriguing. Exactly what the endgame is with Nathaniel and Sybil teaming up, I don't know yet. Where everyone's going to be headed next, and are they going to be able to fix the time drive when the fuck is Fitz turning up? Please be soon. My gut is telling me like episode 10. I think we'll see him in that one. I hope. I'm wishful thinking, hopefully. But yeah, very, very good episode. I really enjoyed this one. This season's just absolutely killing it. And I can't wait for next week, because it's the episode that Elizabeth Henstridge is directing. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s worst kept secret that we've known about for like a year, that she's directing an episode, and they officially announced it yesterday, which is hilarious. But yeah, I can't wait to see what her episode's going to entail. I think it's going to be a really special one. And yeah, wonderful, wonderful episode. Can't wait to see what they have in store for us next. And until my next reaction, thanks for watching.